Hello, both of my American Studies students for 140 and for 340. It is finals week, the week of December the 7th through December 11th or 12th, thereabouts of 2020. So this is it, the end of the semester. We finally got here in both classes, so thank you. Just want to say to all of you, thanks for showing up for all of our synchronous meetings, or nearly all of them, over the course of the last 3.5 months. It's been 3.5 long months, right? I'm pretty much proud of what all of you have done in both of my classes, both on DC, history and culture, and on the connections between race and education, particularly systemic racism and its impact on and embeddedness in K-12 and K-16 education over the course of the semester, so thank you for that. You guys know when stuff is due. It's pretty self-explanatory. Your final reflections for both classes are due this Wednesday and Thursday, respectively, the 9th and the 10th. For those of you who have December 11th down, that's my mistake. It really is the 10th. Don't think you have an extra day. It's a hard deadline. We have to submit basically final grades within 3 days of the last sort of major grading for any class, which is why it is a hard deadline. That's one of the reasons. So in general, I'm proud of the work that you guys have done. I'm proud of the research projects you've done in 340. Despite all the difficulties in finding organizations to work with and then putting together research papers and getting those resources together and time constraints and maybe too much work to do, thank you for that. For my 140 class, thank you for putting together a wonderful set of projects and executive summaries and presentations on said projects. I know the constraints of not being able to roll around DC in person on a consistent basis was and then the UMV in general was difficult. Some of you managed to make it work anyway. You weren't required to. No one wants anyone getting sick during this time frame, that's for sure. So thank you for that. And for 340, you have final drafts due. You have final drafts due on Thursday. Sorry, your reflections are already due on Sunday the 6th. So anyway, so the other thing I wanted to make sure that you knew is that for those of you who've been wondering, hey, what's been going on for the rest of Collins the last few weeks, he seems distracted at times, or maybe, hasn't been as responsive to every email. There's a lot going on in my life, too. My mother-in-law got sick about a month ago. I mean, she's been sick for a while, but she took a turn for worse about 3 weeks ago. She died about a week ago, 6 days ago, and we had a funeral for her over the weekend. So I'm just letting you know that there's stuff that goes on in your professors' lives, too, that might not make them as receptive to the things that might be going on with you as in that process. So if I have not been as responsive of late, my apologies. I'm trying to do my best to get through the semester just like you guys are, like all of y'all are. So that's that. I'm going to wish you guys a good rest of the remainder of the semester. Safe travels if you're traveling to go back home if you're still in the area, or if you don't live in the area. And for those who are already at home, continue to stay safe. Continue to try to do the best you can to take care of yourself and others around you. That sort of thing. Try to enjoy the holiday season. But if you don't particularly care for the holiday season, or you find that because of the way things have been this year that you can enjoy, it's perfectly fine. Not everyone finds the holiday season a great time of enjoyment anyway. Whether you're exchanging Hanukkah gifts or Kwanzaa gifts or Christmas gifts, it's okay. Just trying to make the most of things. I'm not going to wish all of you a better new year because I'm tired of people saying, this year was terrible, next year's going to be better. Don't do that. It's not about when the calendar changes. It's about changing things to make our world better, right? So maybe we should be more committed to, instead of passively hoping that a change in dates yields better results for our year, or that somehow Mercury rising or Venus ebbing is going to make things better. Maybe we should try to make things better for ourselves and for the other people around us. And so maybe committing to that for next year is what's going to make next year better. Or maybe committing to that now will make the end of this year and next year better for us all. So that's my little 2 cents of advice about that. So, but I just want to make sure that you all knew what was going on with me, what my expectations are, where I feel things are my courses, and that sort of thing. So anyway, take care. Good luck with finals. Stay healthy if you can. Stay sane when you can. Cope as best as you can. And I hope to see you eventually in person one day, maybe sometime next year. We'll see.